team sponsors tonight by Gymnasium.
Right now they enjoy an 18-point advantage. Starters on the floor for your Railers: Titus Cannon, Tate Sloan, Ben Grunder, Drew Bacon, and Jermaine Hamlin.
And to the surprise of no one, the Railers start in zone and immediately pick off a pass.
Jermaine Hamlin gets in the way, gets a turnover. Starters on the floor for Mattoon: Prinko, No, Gear, Spitz, and Donaldson. Cannon at the timeline. Over now to Grunder. And again, as we talked about a little bit earlier, this Mattoon team played Centralia tough in their recent contest. So you would think an 18-point lead sounds good, but this is where you really want to step on it. As Titus fires another three and hits.
Titus just keeps taking a step back. Mattoon keeps pushing him, and he just keeps taking one more step back and nailing threes.
Titus, his third three of the night. He came in with 15, so tipped away by Sloan, and there's Tate with the takeaway.
Green Wave almost lost it at half court before they lost it there.
Maybe we could start coining the phrase, it's a Tate-away.
Oh, there you go.
And then a throwaway as Grunder couldn't hang on to it, and it goes right through his hands.
Ben stole a look at the hoop before he got the pass, Jeff, and it ended up in Coach's lap. Never a good thing.
39-18, Railers up. Titus in double figures for the Railers, leading the way with 11. They get behind, and there's Jermaine to try and alter the shot, and Hamlin did a great job at that. Railer defense can take a few more chances when you've got 6'9" Hamlin back there. Grunder drives in, ball tipped away. Last touch by Thomas for Mattoon.
Especially the Hamlin of today versus the Hamlin of maybe at the beginning of the season, Jeff. Jermaine is playing with much, much more confidence and just playing superb defense now.
Grunder, 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Over in the left corner, Drew Bacon lines up a three. That's going to be no. Rebound down to Donaldson for Mattoon. Prinko swinging around now to Gear. Gear's going to try and drive baseline, and there's Grunder with that weak side step in and takeaway one more time. Cannon drives by everybody down the lane, kicks it back to Tate Sloan. It's on the way for three, and it's off. Rebound down to Mattoon. Grunder's there fighting for it, and a foul is going to be whistled on Grunder as he was fighting Donaldson for possession.
Titus is looking for an explanation that I believe he's not going to be given. But very respectfully so.
Ben with his first on the Railers here in half number 2. 6 minutes to go. You know, Tom, you talked about Prinko had, 24 as another steal and turnover for the Railers. He had 24 in a recent contest. Railers right now, he's got nothing. Blocking foul whistled on Mattoon as Grunder tried to drive baseline, and that's going to be whistled on Gear, his second.
Yeah, he hit 6 threes against Centralia, Jeff, and lit him up for, 25. So, yeah, I don't understand unless the Rails are really focused. I know he hit the side of the backboard with his first shot. Maybe that's intimidated him a bit because he didn't put many up.
Grunder spots for a three. That's going to be long.
Great look, though. Right on the line, wide open.
Prinko. Back now to No. Swinging around the perimeter to Donaldson. Back on top for Mattoon.
They also worked that Prinko on the baseline, and he's up against Jermaine and Drew Bacon.
Prinko fires a three from the near side, and it rolled off. Rebound to Hamlin. Grunder over to Bacon. Back to Titus. Grunder hands to Sloan. Titus, top of the key, free throw line. Tried to throw a bullet pass, tipped away. They were trying to get it to Hamlin, and it's knocked away by Mattoon.
Well, the Railers going to inbound from the corner, Jeff. Let's see if we can get a layup here.
Bacon on top to Titus.
Or Titus could just shoot from the circle.
To Jermaine for the dunk.
Oh, there you go. Got to have a dunk.
Railers have gotten a lot of dunks for Jermaine on that play where it's usually Grunder, but that time it was Bacon. Drives the baseline, the defenders come in, and they swarm on Bacon or Grunder, and you've got 6'9" Jermaine there all by himself just waiting for the dunk.
Yeah, gosh, what a weapon. And like we talked about, and Railer fans know, we're not used to having size. And, man, there's not a lot of anecdotes for size.
Drew Bacon with his second foul as Prinko went in for a layup. Prinko makes the first free throw, his first points of the night. 41-19. The 5'10" junior gets them both to go down. 41-20. Railers on top by 21.
Mattoon picking up 3 quarters now, Jeff. It really isn't going to help them much.
Grunder on the right wing. Back on top to Bacon. Bacon hands to Sloan. Tate, top of the key, lobs it up for Jermaine, who lays it up on the alley-oop.
He came precariously close to dunking it back over top of his head there. If that pass had been just a little bit closer to the hoop.
I'm not sure if he controlled it or not, but he tipped it in.
He tipped it in, Jeff.
43-20. Stolen away. Jermaine with the quick hands and the steal.
Well, something neither you or I know anything about is shooting down on the basket. It must be fun.
Titus in the lane, spins, throws it up to the basket, no call. Coming back the other way, Tate knocked it out of bounds right in front of Timmy and number 1 Railer fan. 3:54 to go. Railers on top 43-20. We want to thank Grau Incorporated and Bright Idea Screen Printing for sponsoring Railer basketball this season. Railers already with a 7-2 advantage here in quarter number 3. Quick hands by Tate Sloan with another tip away.
Boy, once Tate really fell into the rotation and really started playing that point defense, that's when this Railer team tightened up considerably on defense.
On the right side to Grunder. Now on top to Bacon. Titus leads away with 11. Almost stolen away, tipped out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Railers. Railers, that pass a little too long. Isaiah will check back in. He will check in for Tate Sloan.
Nice to see a lot of guys getting minutes, Jeff. Helping for tomorrow night.
Grunder works it across the timeline. Bowers now to Cannon. Grunder on the left wing, trying to find Jermaine down there. So they work it around back to the perimeter.
Mattoon's still playing a real soft man.
Isaiah backs it out to Titus. Dribbles in, out to Bacon. He's going to fire off another three. That one way short. Drew just has not been able to find the range from three-point land tonight, but he does have 6 on the evening.
Yeah, worked hard inside. We really need that three-point range for him, or at least him to take that shot. That against teams like Southeast and some of the stronger teams we're going to play, got to have a way to pull their defenders out and not let them just sit in the lane.
Jumper from about 12 feet away is no good by Thomas. Hamlin tips the rebound out to Bacon, hands back to Bowers.
Far be it from me to disagree with you, Jeff, but I'm not sure that was a jumper.
Grunder with the reverse layup goes down.
Looked more like a toe raise, like my old jump shot.
And then a travel is going to be whistled in the backcourt. Titus again causing problems for the Mattoon offense. Holiday, Dewberry in for the Railers. Grunder and Hamlin will check out. 45-20, Railers with the 25-point advantage. Bowers to inbound, gets it to Holiday. Dewberry now to Cannon. Over in the corner. Bowers thought about trying to get it to Holiday on the low block. Bacon, nice ball movement, swinging around. Isaiah Bowers from the left side for three.
He's been on target, he's just been short. So nice to see him rolling in there.
Isaiah's first points of the night. 48-20, under 2 minutes to go. Third quarter of action. Nice job by Dewberry and Bacon as they get the double team trap in the corner and force the turnover. Bowers in the front court.
That's 8 turnovers this quarter, Jeff, for Mattoon. Really not taking care of the basketball very well.
Cannon spins at the top of the key, lost it. Last touch by Mattoon.
And the Railers clearly taking advantage. They're scoring almost at will now.
Isaiah inbounds out to Cannon, top of the key, gets it right back over to Isaiah on the right side. Isaiah drives in the lane, dumps it down to Holiday, back out to Dewberry. Nice ball movement, Cannon's three, you betcha.
Wow, Titus is on fire. That's 14 for Titus.
Fourth three of the night for Cannon. As we tick down to a minute to go in the third quarter, Lincoln's extended 51-20. Prinko dumps it down to Thomas, working against Bacon. High off the glass and good. Railers up 51-22. Mattoon's first field goal of the quarter.
Wow.
With that basket from Thomas.
Just another superb Railer defensive effort. And the Railers are going to hold it for one, Jeff. Let's see if we can't get a bucket here. Not just on a fluke, but actually on a design play.
Isaiah at the timeline. Bowers at the volleyball line. Now I'll hand to Titus as we're down to 12. Bowers down to 6. Spun, thought Titus was going back door, down to 3 to 2. Going to have to fire something up. Isaiah fires up a long three. It's on the way, and it did not go. Into 3. Railers on top. It is Lincoln 51, Mattoon 22. Back with the fourth quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball. Getting ready to start quarter number 4 here from Coach Neil Alexander Court at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Railers will take a 51-22 lead into the fourth. On the floor for the Railers, Dewberry, Bowers, Sloan, Holiday, and Hamlin. Game's leading scorer Titus Cannon on the bench to start the fourth. Titus with 14 on the night.
Jermaine did a nice job coming all the way out there to be an outlet against that press. That's going to be helpful down the way because, again, you throw it to a 6'9" guy who holds it up in the air and not much can be done.
Sloan now over to Bowers. Isaiah turns top of the key, drives down the lane, tried to dump it over to Jermaine, but Thomas was there for the steal for Mattoon.
That's first Railer turnover the second half, Jeff. Mattoon with 8.
And then Sloan's going to be whistled for the grab out near the timeline. Foul number 3 on the Railers here in the half. Tate his second. And Mattoon in the second and third quarter combined has been held to 3 baskets and 4 free throws.
Wow.
Jumper left it way short into the hands of Colton Holiday.
It's got to be discouraging.
Sloan on top to Bowers, top of the key. He's going to drive the lane. This time he's going to take it himself. Left it short. Ball on the floor. Still fighting for it. Isaiah picks it up. Saves it inbounds, but it's saved into Mattoon.
Well, Isaiah didn't give up. He kept working it.
Nice job by Holiday cutting off the baseline as Spitz tried to make a move.
We talk about it often, Jeff. He had his foot all the way on the baseline.
Jumper from the right side for Prinko, his first made basket of the night. It's 53-24, and a tough one because that was over the outstretched arms of Hamlin, who was coming at him.
Yeah, the Railers have figured out where he is at all times and have been all over him.
6:20 to go in the contest. Lincoln on top, 51-24. Hand off to Dewberry. Dewberry kicks it over to Jermaine. Jermaine mishandled a little bit, but nice patience as he grabbed it, kicked it back out. Isaiah's three is up and good.
There you go, Isaiah. And Jermaine did a nice job, Jeff. He didn't fumble around with it. He dropped the ball. He picked it up solidly. Made the pass for the assist. Well, to this official's credit, they have not goofed around with a lot of fouls here in the second half.
Railers on top, 54-24.
So I guess we should go to Centralia and play the number 8 ranked Centralia Orphans, Jeff. We'd stomp them.
Pass inside to Donaldson, who lays it off the glass and good.
It's a run.
54-26. Bowers down the lane, little pull up from
Nice.
10 feet, and he gets the roll. Isaiah now with 8.
Nice. Isaiah saw a hole and just drove right down the middle of the lane. Soft little jumper.
56-26. Also with his 8th point, Isaiah has now reached the 1,200 point plateau in his career here at Lincoln.
Nice. It's tough. That's a tough plateau to hit.
3 on the way. That's up and good for Spitz. He now has 11. 56-29.
Well, it's not getting close, Jeff, but the Railers still are annoyed they're giving up all these points.
Hamlin gets a bump, gets it off the glass and good, and he will go to the line.
Nice job there. He held off, used his body, held the defender off as he got fouled and tossed in a little 5-footer off the glass.
Caden Froby will check in for the Railers. Caden, the 6-foot sophomore. Hamlin in double figures now with 10.
And a
Free
Railers
throw up and good, make it 11.
Railers starting guards are done for the night, it looks like.
Cameron Whiteman in for the Railers. Cam, a 6-foot sophomore as well. 4:44 to go. Lincoln on top, 59-29.
A lot of the players out there now are going to be Lincoln's team for next year, Jeff.
Reminder, Railer basketball brought to you by Rickham State Farm Insurance. The 3 from Prinko, or rather from Spitz, was no good. Down the lane, Bowers with a strong move. Lots of contact, no call.
Yeah, not too many whistles going to be blown here unless somebody's assaulted.
Dewberry reaches in and just takes it away. Dewberry will pull back out to Whiteman on his way for 3, in and out.
Everything but in.
Nearing the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Prinko, right corner 3. That'll be no good. And a foul is going to be whistled on Mattoon as Cam Whiteman had good position. Foul coming from the backside on Donaldson. Checking into the lineup for Dewberry is 6'1" sophomore Will Ewald. Also checking in is 5'10" sophomore Noah Funk.
Well, with the exception of Colton Holiday, I believe this team finished the game, finished the sophomore game.
So
Nice. Go ahead.
You got Will Ewald, Noah Funk, Cameron Whiteman, Caden Froby, Colton Holiday.
Nice to see how these kids play against varsity competition.
59-29, Railers up by 30. 3:45 to go. Ewald, top of the key, is going to drive and kick it out to Froby. The lefty three on the way. Left it short. Fight for the rebound. Mattoon comes down with it. Considine to Prinko. Hands off to Gear.
Well, Jeff, it doesn't matter which group of Railers is out there. We're playing hard defense.
Down the lane, rolled off, no good. Ball loose. Froby with the pickup. You see Drayden Posgay. He'll check in next opportunity. Probably for Holiday. Froby out to Funk. Under 3 minutes to go. Froby around a screen. Will Ewald, long three. That's not going to go.
Shot that one right in front of his dad, Jeff.
And then it goes out of bounds off the hands of Gear. Drayden Posgay in, replacing Holiday.
And Mattoon is emptying their bench, Jeff.
Railer basketball brought to you by Schneider Chiropractic Center and Lincoln Heating and Cooling. As the Railers are up by 30, Whiteman dumps it down to Posgay. Posgay on the low block, back out to Froby. Railers having a little ball handling trouble. Funk on the baseline, back out to Froby. Fakes one way, pull-up jumper on the way. That's short. Rebound for Brock Smith in the contest for the first time for Mattoon. Driving baseline, Ewald and Whiteman there, but he steps through the double team. Rebound to Smith, kicks it back out, and it's thrown away. Railer basketball. Dylan Singleton, a 5'8 freshman, in for the Railers, and that will empty the Railer bench.
Well, it's nice to see Dylan get some varsity playing time as well.
Lefty hands over to Whiteman. Down to Posgay. Couldn't handle as he cut on baseline.
This Railer JV team is very good, Jeffrey, as anybody who follows Lincoln knows, and our cupboard is not bare in the slightest.
Basket up and good for Lane Rowley for Mattoon. Makes it 59-31. Singleton at top of the key, out to Whiteman. Funk over to Posgay. Noah Funk, right side three. Shot it up long. Posgay tracks down the rebound, kicks it back out to Ewald. Nice hustle by Drayden. Minute 15 to go. Singleton will throw it off the glass. Nope. They're going to say it was on the floor. Foul on Rowley, his first. Dylan was hoping he'd get the NBA continuation there, but did not.
Well, let's hope not. One of the sillier rules in the history of basketball.
Funk over to Ewald on the right wing. Now hands to Singleton. Under a minute. Railers at 59-33. Funk's three line drive is no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Mattoon. Ahead to Rowley. Rowley throws it up, won't go down, but he will go to the line and he will shoot two.
Well, a convincing win for the Railers tonight, Jeff, and bodes good things in the future, a 4-game winning streak.
Foul was on Posgay, his first. Free throw on the way is off, no good. In the first game, the Railers were 62-33 winners by 29. Right now, it's by 28.
Yeah, we need the three, and we're good.
Second free throw on the way, left it short. Whiteman had the rebound. It was last touched by he and Posgay as they were trying to battle it out. So it'll stay with Mattoon. 45 seconds left in what's going to be win number 17 for the Railers. Posgay grabs the errant inbounds pass, and this time he does get the basket and the continuation and foul.
And one, as they say, Jeff. And the Railers have a chance to double the green wave. And a freshman shall lead.
61-31. Free throw up. Didn't get the roll. 61-31. Almost another steal. Dylan, alternating possession. It'll go back to Mattoon.
I'm not sure they want it.
30 seconds left in this one. And another takeaway by the Railers, another alternating possession as Mattoon reaches in and forces the tie-up. This one goes to Lincoln.
No quit in any Railer unit that's out there. We want steals, we want threes.
Oh, I got to believe with under 30, I don't think anybody's going to fire one up.
Well, oh yeah, I guess Matt Schick graduated.
61-31. Ewald dribbles it out between the circles, now hands over to Whiteman. We're down to the final 5, and that's going to be our final score here tonight. Lincoln with the victory. Lincoln 61, Mattoon 31 as the buzzer sounds for this win. Again, Lincoln 61, Mattoon 31. Railers now 17-5, 8-1 in the conference. Mattoon falls to 8-11. They are 1-7 in conference play. Again, your final 61-31. Railers with the victory. We'll be back in a moment with the Josh Comnick Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center postgame show. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Welcome back to the Josh Comnick Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center postgame show. And we see Coach Neil Alexander making his way here to the broadcast position. So we will get Coach's thoughts on another Lincoln win. 61-31. Railers move to 17-5. They're now 8-1 in Apollo Conference action as Mattoon drops to 8-11. They're 1-7 now in conference play. Joined now by Lincoln coach Neil Alexander. Coach, congratulations on the win. A 30-point win. It was a 29-point win over in Mattoon. So similar games, and the Railer offense over in Mattoon seemed to be predicated a lot on the defense that was scoring. Tonight, defense was tough, but it just seemed like the ball movement on offense for much of the game was a lot better than what we've seen.
Well, we get to the time where it should be looking pretty good and so forth, but we did have good ball movement. We did have good defensive pressure, so overall really a good win.
Well, Coach, in the first half, start off quick, 9-0, and then they put 8 quick ones on you, and it looked like it might be a ball game, and all of a sudden you spurted out to 25-9. Anything in particular we did besides score a whole bunch of points in a row?
Well, what kind of a mystery to this team, anytime an opponent takes a timeout, if you check, usually they come out with a 4, 6, 8-point run, and it happens about every time, and we've discussed that a lot in the huddle, and those are little things that you got to take care of. When you take a timeout or the opponent takes a timeout, you need to come out with a stop, and you got to be focused on that to be able to pull those things out.
Coach, Jermaine Hamlin got the start tonight. He rewarded you with 11 points, and it seems, we keep talking about Jermaine as each game it's just a little more baby steps towards what his potential could be. But tonight I think we saw the Jermaine that doesn't have the basketball in his hands. He was on the floor, he was aggressive. It just seems like, and you've talked about it, each game Jermaine plays, Jermaine is getting that much better.
Well, we hope so. He's getting a lot of really good court time, and Isaiah was sick and out of school yesterday, so we have always if you're not practice the night before, you don't start. And then he even didn't know if he would be able to play today, but we wanted to try to get him a little spot minutes here and there, and I think we got him about as many minutes as he needed tonight, so hopefully he'll feel much better for tomorrow.
Coach, a few games ago we noticed Jermaine got called for a couple of offensive fouls on his screens, and lately I've been watching the last 3 games. He's been like a rock. When he sets it, it doesn't move.
Well, he was getting spread out so far, and people were getting caught on his long legs, and he's also leaning his shoulders. So, we've spent time working on him as he has to be able to just go out and set a pick and not chase the guy. It's the ball handler's responsibility to get off that pick, and that's helped him out a lot, and hopefully we can continue because we are trying to do some things to be able to get some mismatches with Jermaine, on pick and rolls.
Coach, one of the things that really helps this Lincoln offense with the mid-range game that you've had this year is there haven't been many games where you've had to have a lot of three-pointers. Tonight you got them from Titus Cannon. Titus finished with 4 threes, and it seemed like he was wide open in every one. We've seen in the past where some Railers have maybe taken some ill-advised threes. Titus seems to take them exactly when you need them, right in the offense.
So he takes good threes, and it's not like we come down and throw it up on the first shot. He works the offense. And being a point guard and scoring and shooting is a tough job because your first priority as a point guard is to run the team. Make sure people are doing what they're supposed to be doing, getting to the spots, executing. And the scoring is a second option for a point guard, but he handles it really well. And, hopefully he'll continue to do what he's doing as we go down the stretch here. And, tomorrow night will be a really good test for us, playing on the road, playing at a very, very good opponent. And we're looking forward to it. As a coaching staff, these are games that we want to play right now.
Coach, 23 turnovers for Mattoon, only 7 for the Railers. Out-rebounded Mattoon. Sometimes you see the numbers and it doesn't really tell the story, but tonight this Lincoln team was well in control.
Well, I think so, and we came out we wanted to put pressure on them and force them, and they hit some shots early, and they shot 46% in the first half, and you're not going to win a lot of games allowing teams to shoot 46%. So we talked about that at half. I don't know what the second half figures were, but we need to be able to guard and not allow people to shoot in the 40s. We need to keep them in the 30s and, make a coach happy, keep them in the 20s.
So, Coach, you talked about going up to Rock Island, a long trip. We talked about in the pregame. Even though their record, I believe, is right around 12-9, depending on what they do tonight. Anytime you can play a team in the Western Big Six, you're going to get some good basketball.
Oh, no doubt, and they play well at home. The Western Big Six is a great conference, very competitive conference, and for the most part, home teams win in that league. And it'll take a great effort from our part, and we're going to have to guard, we're going to have to rebound, we're going to have to take care of the ball, we're going to have to make shots and not turn the ball over for them to have easy scores. And if we can do those things, I think we can be in the game.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go. Congratulations on this one. Railers get the win, and we'll see you tomorrow night up in Rock Island.
Okay, thank you.
Railers get the win, 61-31. We'll wrap it up in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Headline Salon, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Lincoln College, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln Park District, Grimaldi Law Office, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Lincoln Dare, Eaton Corporation, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, and by Four Corners Lube.